Let's get this straight. Your product might be great, but if your copy doesn't make consumers actually feel something in the first 2 seconds, they're gonna scroll past it. And not because they don't want it. It's mostly because you are not giving them a strong enough reason to want to buy into your offer. Great copy is where belief is built, desire is created, and where your product becomes the obvious choice. If your words don't spark any sort of emotions, your product doesn't get a chance. In this video, I'm gonna break down the foundational principles of great copywriting that you can leverage in all your emails, landing pages, and ads to turn more words into revenue. I have everything laid out here, and I'm gonna walk you through the exact same process we use to build high converting landing pages, emails, and ads using those principles. But first, always remember that the copy shouldn't be generic, replaceable, or forgettable. Forgettable copy doesn't convert. Let's dive into the very first section when it comes to the great principle of good copywriting. The 3 copywriting rules you cannot skip. Number 1, can I visualize it? Concrete beats clever every time. If your sentence isn't instantly visual, it won't stick. Visual copy lives in the mind of the reader. Consumers don't remember quality, innovation, or better way. They remember images that hit them in the gut. You have to make it as visual as possible for the customer. There is no other way. Test any copy by asking yourself, can I actually say it? A good example for that is one bad ad I saw out there was talking about leggings, and it was saying that it's built for momentum. It just doesn't say anything. It's too vague. Feels like leggings, looks like trousers. It's something so visual from a customer perspective that I can see it. Another good example is elevated basics for everyday life. It doesn't say anything. Again, the hoodie you will reach for 3 days in a row and still look sharp. It's something that I can completely visualize it as a consumer. Your goal is to turn abstract phrases into imagery that sticks in the consumer's mind. The more visual you can make it for them, the more attention they will start paying. I actually have dedicated AI prompts to be able to use for your copy, and all of those will actually be listed below in the description of the video. Let's dive into the second rule. Can I falsify it? If it can be proven true or false, it's just fluff. Vague claims equals immediate distrust, right? Falsifiability builds credibility and trust. That's the idea. People trust what they can actually verify or disprove. If you can point it, you can prove it. Describe a product using only statements that are verifiably true. It's really important to think through that perspective. Another good example I have for actual bad copy is this face cream works wonders for all skin types. It does not speak to like a certain demographic or customers. It doesn't say much. A better way to actually rephrase that is test it on 1,200 users with sensitive skin. 92% of them reported reduced redness within 30 days. It actually gives me a timeline and a time frame for the results and the outcome, and it actually added that sense of social proof as well. 92%, 1,200 users. Also, vague copy like best in class, it doesn't work anymore on creatives, landing pages, emails. But you can also rephrase it and say rated 4.9 by 2,300 verified runners. It's a completely different perspective. It resonates with a very specific target audience out there that you are going after. So use facts, stats, reviews, and behavior to back up your claims. Great copy points to something real. Remember that. The goal is to turn vague claims into provable evidence-based statements, right? And you have another AI prompt that you can definitely leverage in order to be able to get as close as possible to those outcomes when it comes to your copy. Rule number 3, can nobody else say it? If your headline could go on any other brand site or ad or product, is not doing the right job. Use positioning, product trust, and tone only you can own. Let's go through another example. Bad copy, ethical, durable, designed to last. It doesn't say much, but the moment you rephrase it into work pants made from salvage fire hoses and built for 10 years wear, that's something so visual for the type of customers that are actually into the market for that type of product. Another bad example, stay energized all day. It does not communicate to any sort of audience out there. You'll forget what a 3 p.m. crush feels like, right? For all the people out there drinking too much caffeine, and if you are pushing a supplement that's a coffee replacement, for example, that's such a good headline that you can actually leverage. Great copy is your strategic asset. You need to remember that in the best way possible, not just at the description. Great copy is your strategic asset, so use that in your advantage. It's not just a description, it's positioning in sentence form. The goal is to make the copy unique, proprietary, and brand or product owned in the best way possible. Moving on to the second section is the 3-step copywriting framework for any ad, landing page, or email. Step number 1 of section 2 is who are you talking to? Context is everything in copywriting. Don't write in a vacuum. Think about one, where they are seeing this. It's an ad creative, it's an email, it's a landing page, it's a product page. Second one, what do they know already? At what stage in your awareness level those consumers are located? Cold, warm, retargeting audiences. It's really important how you speak to them when it comes to copy. And third, what they are trying to do when they see it. Scrolling, comparing, deciding, purchase decision. That's pretty much why you really need to understand at what stage of the funnel, where is the placement, and what they are actually doing when they are seeing your copy. So here's one example I have for you. Cold prospect seeing a meta ad for a $150 minimalist backpack, right? They've never heard of the brand. They are scrolling at night, right? Just because like pretty much bored in their bed. And third, they are probably seen 3 other backpacks this week. Bad copy when it comes to this context, which is too familiar too soon, is to say the everyday backpack you've been waiting for. Better copy, which is more context aware for this scenario, is most bags fit in. This one stands out without shouting, right? This one is way more applicable for the scenario we're just talking about for that specific type of product. Positions the product differently with emotional language tailored for attention span in the scroll. Example number 2, returning customers hearing a new landing page from an email. So already purchased sneakers from this brand. The brand is launching socks or accessories. Better copy in this scenario, which is too generic, is new drop socks that pair perfectly with your style. It doesn't really say much and it doesn't build any sort of like buying decision. Better copy, personalized and familiar. You trusted us with your stride. Now let's upgrade your step. Right? Adding additional products, leveraging words like that. Consumers have more trust in your brand. They remember you easily. So you are actually doing a phenomenal job to build confidence in a purchase decision. Re-engages emotional trust, as I already mentioned, assumes relationship and feels personal. Diving deeper into step number 2. What are you trying to say? What belief are you trying to shift for those customers? What do you want them to think differently about? What makes your product story worth paying attention to? One of the most important key aspects to keep in mind is that every good copywriter is trying to shift or a belief or reinforce one. Don't just describe, communicate a core idea or truth. If you don't have a sharp insight or point of view, your words won't land. Example number 1 when it comes to what are you actually trying to say through your copy. Let's take an example for a mattress brand. The belief you have to shift is mattresses are all the same. Copy angle. You don't need a new mattress. You need one built for how you actually sleep. More tailored to their needs and desires. Now the reader thinks, wait, maybe this brand actually gets me. I understand what are my needs. You've created a space for curiosity and education. Step number 3, you have to say it well. When it comes to word economy, every extra word dilutes the punch. Keep it short, rhythmic, and specific. Use tools like juxtaposition, metaphors, metonymy, rhythm, and pacing. It's pretty easy to actually get the copy in the right place as you need. Now that you actually know who you are actually speaking to and what you are going to say, it's time to package it in a way that actually sticks in those consumers' minds. This is where your craft comes in. Example number 1, let's take a coffee brand, right? High caffeine, organic beans. Their copy will sound something like strong, organic coffee sourced responsibly. Everyone is pretty much saying this for the exact same product. Better copy that uses contrast and attitude. Clean caffeine for people who hate weak coffee or weak brands. Bold, you are actually drawing a line here. Another good example for better copy is for people who read ingredients, drink it black, and don't trust influencers. This one feels a bit more personal. Example number 2, let's take a dog food subscription brand. Better copy, healthy meals your dog will love. And better emotional copy that's a bit more punchier, his family. We just make food that treats him like it. Feels more personal to the consumer, speaks to their desired needs, and you are actually going to tap into their emotions way better. I'm gonna go through a few key reminders before we move to the section number 3. For step 1, if you don't know the context, don't write the copy yet. Step number 2, don't rush to polish the words if you don't have a strong belief or angle. And step number 3, use rhythm, contrast, tone, and punchiness to deliver the idea clearly and memorably for those customers out there. Real copywriting techniques you can actually train with, right? The 2-second rule. If someone doesn't get it in the first 2 seconds, you already lost them. You definitely have to test your headlines. If you don't understand your headline by yourself in those first 2 seconds, it's not worth writing it at all. You can run AI tests with your headlines and copy and ask pretty pretty much anything you are using out there, ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, to rewrite it so the core benefit is instantly clear to someone who only reads it for the first 2 seconds. Second, use conflict. Don't just show the benefit, show the tension as much as possible. Create before and after moments and use contracts to make the message pop. Again, you can run AI tests here as well to rewrite all the headlines you are thinking about and basically tell the AI to rewrite everything using contrast or irony to make the point more punchier. And third one, use structure and templates. Structure makes your copy memorable. Make the copy feel natural and persuasive to the reader. Ensure you are leading with the strongest point, not bearing it to the bottom. A few good examples of copywriting framework that I have. You can generally use problem, amplify, story, testimonial, offer, response, which is the pastor framework, right? This is great for ad creative, landing pages, openers, direct response emails. You can use the AIDA model, attention, interest, desire, action. Again, great for ad creative, scripts, copy, and landing pages. You can use BAP, before, after, bridge. Same, copy, landing pages, hooks. The 4P framework, picture, promise, proof, push. The 3S framework, start, story, solution. The HTPC, hook, twist, proof, CTA. This one is great for any style of ad creatives. The CTC framework, claim, tension, classifier. This one is fantastic for bold headlines in hero section on landing pages as well. The last one, future benefit and why it matters. This one is very good for any sort of product descriptions on product pages or the information you are going to add into your product buy box. This is my way of actually thinking about choosing the right structure for the copy I usually write for our clients when it comes to high performing ad creatives, landing pages, emails. Cold traffic ad. I usually like to use the HTPC, Pastor or AIDA model. Product description, as I already mentioned, future benefit, why it matters. Landing page hero section, BAP or CTC. Retargeting ad, I go more focused on star, story, solution or focus on before, after, bridge frameworks. Retention email, I go with the 4P, the BAP or the CTC framework. You can actually pause the video, take a screenshot and start leveraging those for yourself. Let's dive a bit deeper into section number 4, the creative process. Start with a seed idea, a headline, a customer review or a phrase, and build from that one idea until it actually blooms into something that you are very satisfied with and it sounds good and it's also visual. Remember that rewriting is actually writing when it comes to copywriting. Great copy isn't written once, it's rewritten 10 to 20 times. Iteration is where clarity emerges. Visuals plus copy are just one system. Don't treat those two things separately. Think of your ad or page as a visual argument. Design enhances the messages. It doesn't just decorate it. Section number 5, copy principle for conversions. Right? Write copy that doesn't just sound good but actually sells your product. Principle number 1, turn features into desirable outcomes. Your customer doesn't care about your t-shirt is pre-washed cotton. They care that it's soft the first time they wear it and it doesn't shrink. Better copy when it comes to turning features into desirable outcomes, made with 6mm natural latex foam, right? Better way to actually phrase it is 6mm of cushion so your knees don't hate you after a 30-minute workout. Way more visual, builds more trust. People can actually picture something in their mind. Principle number 2, build trust with specifics. General claims feel fake. Specifics build credibility plus clarity. Use facts and stories. Facts earn trust, stories earn emotions, and you have to combine them as much as possible. A good example of bad copy, these are the perfect shoes for every runner. And a better way to actually phrase this is over 70,000 runners wear this, and 72% say they helped them finish their first race. Again, the more visual, the better, the more attention your consumers are going to pay to your ads or emails or landing pages. Always audit your ad headlines and ask yourself, is there a proof-based element? Rewrite the best ones to include the stat or specific outcome. Principle number 3, clear is way better than clever. Clever lines can get attention, clear lines convert and actually drive profit. Don't sacrifice clarity to sound smart. Every sentence must earn its place. If your audience has to decode your message, you already lost them. They don't have the patience to stick around to identify what you're actually trying to say. You can use Kaplan's law of words. If a word isn't working for you, it's working against you. So keep that in your mind. Cut aggressively, rewrite generously as much as possible. Good example of bad copy in this scenario is unlock next level iteration for peak performance. It's too vague. It doesn't even say anything. Better way to rephrase it, hydrate 2 times faster than water so you can recover before your next set. Again, very visual from every single perspective. Principle number 4, write for one person. Copy that tries to talk to everyone says nothing meaningful to anyone. Write to one clear persona and target demographic. Choose a person, imagine their current moment, and write the copy that speaks to their experiences as much as possible. One of the last good examples of bad copy that I have is our planner is for creative students, moms, and entrepreneurs. A way better way to rephrase that is you are juggling 6 things before noon. This planner helps you remember the 7th one, right? Super visual, it taps into the emotions of that specific audience that's interested in that specific product. If you follow these principles alone, your ads, landing pages, emails will start becoming more persuasive, memorable, and scalable in order for you to actually drive more profit for your business. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button, support the channel by subscribing, and I will see you in the next one.